Hello everybody, it's me, the Nutty Professor, and I'm here in the mini, and there is a pizza here which I'm having with extra cheese and hot pepper. Not hot pepper, I decided not to get hot pepper just in case I'm getting the I had green pepper. I'll have hot pepper later. I have decided to get the first shot of the vaccine today. I remember in the last podcast I've been debating back and forth, but I think that at this point it's going to be more of a push for me to be able to go out to eat in restaurants, not freeze on patios, and go to, cinemas. And as I said in the last one, I don't feel great about not doing my part to help stop this thing, So I came to Shoppers Drug Mart today for something else, and I was thinking I was going to book an appointment for tomorrow, day after. And I said, I want to book an appointment. And he said, if you come in an hour, we might have an opening because a couple of people didn't show up. So he said, come back at 4:10. And I said, can I eat before? And he said, it doesn't matter. I mean, he didn't seem, So I was going to go eat on the patio, but I realized I didn't have time to come back. So there's a pizza in the same plaza. So that's the Shoppers Drug Mart over there. I should have used the other camera, but that's the Shoppers Drug Mart. I'm in the plaza, so I'm going to have quickly a slice or two of pizza, and I haven't taken my diabetes medication yet. This is my breakfast. 4 o'clock, but this is like so I better have my my diabetes meds. Again, I don't think that they're too concerned about interaction with anything on these things, I will tell them that I just took my diabetes meds, but I'm pretty sure that I get the impression that these things are kind of independent. It doesn't matter what you... Though, when I was getting the COVID test, there was a girl who came in who had her first shot and then went for a lot of drinks afterwards, and then got really sick. I mean, she almost had to call 911. She was nauseous and falling over and dizzy and all that stuff. And then she said, well, I went for a lot of drinks after I took the vaccine, and the pharmacist was saying that might not be the best idea, but that's okay. I'm not going to have any drinks, but I'm just holding back a little bit on super hot stuff for now, and that's why I also got the pizza, because I'll have it for supper for later. If my arm is sore and I don't feel like doing anything, I might put a few hot peppers on it at night, So anyway, I'm going to be single waxed very soon. Bye for now. Here I am in the Shoppers Drug Mart. I just gave my health card and I filled in the form and I said first shot and all of that stuff. I had to put down an emergency contact. I put down my friend, from the cat shelter. But I don't think I'm going to die. The first shot is going to be fine. They filled out no all the way down. Except when it said medical conditions, are you seeing a doctor? I just put type 2 diabetes, which I don't think any of that affects this. This is like an independent thing, as far as I know, but then I don't know. So I better do have a safe side. I just put it down. So anyway, I'm sitting here. I gave my card. In like under 5 minutes, I'm going to be single waxed, here goes. And then another month, I'll be double waxed, and then there's going to be pros and cons. The pro, of course, is I'll be able to, eat out in restaurants, inside. I'll be able to go to cinemas. I'll be doing my part. Con is that the cravings just may go up, but we'll deal with that. We've got a month to worry about it, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. Right now, I'm just going to do this. And I'm expecting, all my friends have had this. So, some have had PFIZER, some have had Moderna, some have had AZ. So I kind of have an idea of what to expect. I'm having the PFIZER, and I know that I'm going to have the sore arm. So I have that leftover pizza for dinner, and I think I can put hot sauce on it. I won't try to kill myself with hot peppers, but I don't think it's going to. As I said, I think this thing is an independent technology. It doesn't seem to be affected by food and stuff like that. So anyway, we'll let you know when I tape again. I will be single waxed. Okay, bye for now. I am now officially single waxed. So I just had my first shot of PFIZER. And just took 5 minutes. I'm not feeling anything yet. I think they want you to sit here for 10 to 15 minutes. So I did it in this arm because I'm right-handed. the guy was very good, very straightforward. They had a little mix-up with the names when I gave the address, because my father is listed at the same address and he's got the same first name. And officially we go by our middle names, but our first names are the same. So we had a little bit of mix-up, and he goes, "You're not born in 1931. And I go, "Oh, I hope not." I said, "I think my father's in full there." So he sorted it out, hopefully, because I don't want a problem when I come back for the second and the COVID passport and all of that stuff, to make sure. But he said he sorted it all out. He seems efficient. So I think everything's good. So I think they told you to wait for like 15 minutes, and I think it's been about 10. I'm not feeling anything yet. I'm not feeling nauseous or dizzy. And he explained all the things. And he goes, if you have a really bad reaction, he goes, I've given 2,784 of these, and I've had one person who has the bad reaction and the rash and the whatever. And if you have the really bad reaction, then you have to go to emergency. But let's hope I don't think it's going to come to that. Everything's fine. I'm just going to hold off a little on the super hot stuff for tonight. I've got pizza at home, and I'm heading back to my kids. And I get some cola. I've already bought some cola here, but you can't have too much cola. So I'm going to pick up some more cola and head home and just relax. I think they said a little bit of flu-like symptoms, and and I've had so many friends who've had this. So, and my friend gave her permission. I texted her saying, I'm putting down your name as an emergency just in case I drop dead, and when it gives me the thing. She goes, of course, but I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm podcasting, no problems. Talk to you later. I'll talk to you tonight. See how the thing goes. As I said, I've heard from so many people who've had it, and it's sort of a common thing, a little bit of flu, a little bit of soreness of the arm, a little bit of fatigue, So I'm expecting those, So the Nutty Professor is single vaxxed. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. It's me, the Nutty Professor, and I'm back home now. It's about 4 or 5 hours since I got my first vaccination, the PFIZER, at the shop, the drug mart. And I've been home just resting and relaxing with all 3 kids, babies, and Agita. And we've had lots of family time, family togetherness time, plus babies have been fed, Agita has been fed. They had a little time in their room after supper, but now everybody's back in the living room for family togetherness time with Agita on her cat condo, kind of looking down on her baby brothers, and the baby brothers are... This thing goes all over the place, and the baby brothers are there. So I'm just going to sit on the ego chair for a minute and do a very quick, end of day podcast. Stop. Okay, one more quick family portrait. Everyone has kind of settled down. The 2 babies in the hallway, and Agita under her, and one is running up to play with this. Started going to his own cat condo. Didn't stay in there very long. Anyway, bye for now. Right after I taped, Agita decided that she didn't want to be in the video and any more videos, so she went to her room. She went to the closed door and said, open it. So I opened it, let her in, and shut it. So she's now in her room, and the babies are running around. Now, I just wanted to reiterate that I am now single vaxxed, and I've already discussed the issues, in the previous podcasts. The only reason I was not getting vaccinated was that it was an additional push. The not being vaccinated was an additional push against possibly binging, So, but now that I had a little relapse, and that's the other good news, still clear. So there is that. I'm not counting it as starting over from scratch again. I'm counting it as 20 months clear now with one excursion, Now, the hard part is going to be when I reach, second vaccination, get vaccinated, and then the 14 days, or as far as I know, because somebody was doing this when I got my COVID test last week, and he was getting his second vaccination exactly 4 weeks after the first one, and this was the day the passport started. And he was saying that if you get a clear or a negative COVID test, along with your second vaccination, you can start using your passport right away, So I do not have to look into that. I'm willing to wait an extra 14 days, So that gives me a little extra time to prepare for possible, increased cravings. So, and in the meanwhile, the pushes. The babies and all that other stuff. I can't eat out yet, but there are patios on good days, and there's reading and there's writing and there's podcasts and all of that stuff. So that's what I'm going on for the next month and a half. And then after that, yes, it's true. The push of not being vaccinated will be gone, so the cravings may increase a bit, but on the other hand, there is going to be the huge pushes of being able to eat in restaurants again, and go to movies, which is a very big rechanneling for me, So I haven't been to a cinema in a very long time now. So all of that will help, And as I said, I really did not feel good about not doing my part, and when you go and you sit on the patio at this point over the last week, when you go and sit on the patio and everybody goes, "Oh, you're not vaccinated," and I go, "No, I'm not vaccinated," and people kind of assume that you're like a religious fanatic or a right winger or conspiracy theorist or anti-vaxxer, anti-masker, whatever, and I'm none of those, and I sometimes felt, once or twice I think you've even said, I'm not vaccinated only because I was struggling with some other issues that, but I am going to get vaccinated soon. And I've already had my first, and I will have my second exactly 28 days from now, So, all is well, and I will keep you posted. So far, no side effects. So far, I haven't, not even a sore arm. They say fatigue and possible diarrhea. And that's also why I didn't even get hot peppers on my pizza, because I was kind of afraid that, you might get, I've heard that diarrhea is a symptom of, as one of the side effects. But so far, so good. So, I'm almost afraid to say this, because if you talk about it, then, if you say, oh, no symptoms, no side effects, kind of asking for trouble. So, but everything is fine. The cravings, last week they were there, but, I got busy with, and I socialized on Friday night with friends on a patio. They were both, vaccinated, and I wasn't, so we had to eat in a patio, and it was cold. And that was another thing. I'm like going, I gotta get this thing soon, because it's, it's gonna be winter, and I can't be like, going out to eat on patios all the time. It's just getting too cold. So that was good, and I'm not going to go into more detail on that. It was just nice. Been a very long time, with the pandemic and with my being an introvert and with battling the addiction. It's been a very long time since I have, gone out to dinner with friends, so, once or twice with family, but that was it, So, all of that has been good, and I cleaned up the apartment a bit, and, so, I will keep you posted, the Nutty Professor is single vaccinated for now, Bye for now from Nutty Professor and his 3 cat kids, the Mayhem twins and the social distancing queen. Bye for now.